Hey there, dog lovers. Today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about your dog's lifespan. Let's get straight into it. Did you know that a dog can live from just 7 years through to 14 years or older typically? Now, even though aging in dogs mirrors aging in humans, they actually have many variations in their lifespans. The length of your dog's life could vary by a couple of years depending on a few factors that you can control. So what are these things that affect a dog's life? Well, it can all differ depending on the dog's breed, size, diet, and daily care routines. Let's talk about the dog's breed first. Just like a human's genes can affect its lifespan, a dog's genes can too. A dog's breed is also a major determining factor in the dog's genetic makeup. Purebred dogs get the worst of it when it comes to genetics. They may be genetically pure, but this comes with a few problems. Purebred dogs have a smaller genetic pool, so there's less variation among the genes. And since breeders raise purebred dogs in a controlled environment, these genes are more likely to stay in that pool. In fact, 42% of canine genetic disorders are found more commonly in purebred dogs. 4% of these disorders are found more in mixed breeds, while the remaining 54% hold no differences between breeds. So in the end, each dog in the lineage is more likely to get these genes. And because of the limitations that come with breeding dogs, purebred dogs may contract illnesses genetically, and this causes them to live shorter lives. Crossbred dogs tend to live longer than purebred dogs. They have a wider range of genes among the population, so fewer of them are likely to get these illness-causing genes. Now, let's talk about the dog's size. Your dog's size affects their life expectancy. Smaller dogs generally live longer, upwards of 14 to 16 years, compared to your larger dogs, which can live up to, say, 8 years, depending on the breeds, etc. But of course, depending on their actual life and how they live, these ages can really vary. But why do small dogs live longer? Well, simply, smaller dogs age slower and larger dogs age faster. Since large dogs age faster, they get to an older age in a shorter amount of time, which is the main reason why they have shorter lifespans. There are a few hypotheses for why this happens. The first says that bigger dogs require more energy. They have more blood to pump to bigger areas of the body, so this causes their bodies to become tired sooner than the bodies of smaller dogs. Another hypothesis is that the larger dogs may succumb to age-related illnesses sooner. Because they're larger, they may suffer more from cardiovascular issues or bone and muscle problems affecting their mobility. Their bodies age faster because they're working harder to fight these problems, and as these problems progress, larger dogs succumb to the symptoms. Unfortunately, larger dogs tend to have increased cancer growth. Because they age at an accelerated rate, larger dogs may experience more abnormal cell growth. When abnormal cell growth spirals out of control, you can get cancerous cells. These can lead to problems and maybe even death, and no one wants that to happen. Luckily, more and more researchers are jumping in to determine why larger dogs age at a faster rate. If they can find the reasons why, we may be able to help owners like us to get more control over our dog's lifespan. Diet matters in us humans and dogs too. It's important to make sure that your dog is eating the right things, right? No brainer. A healthy, well-balanced diet is one of the best ways that you can help your dog live a longer life. And it's not a guarantee, but it is one of the factors that you can control in helping your dog live longer. So it's worth talking to your veterinarian about. They can help you find the right food for your dog based on their needs. You should also ask about the number of treats that you're giving your dog. You should be sure to give your dog that extra snack every once in a while, but they, like us, they shouldn't fill up on treats. Damn it. You should also be mindful that your dog's treats aren't harming them. Unfortunately, some dog treats aren't made for dogs, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's true, as some of them just aren't healthy enough. On the good side though, if you invest in healthy treats, you can give your dogs more of them. Daily care includes things like exercise, bathing, playing, stuff like that, which you know will improve the quality of life of your companion. You should make sure that you're providing an environment that promotes your dog's health. This includes taking your furry friends to the vet for regular checkups and ensuring that you're caring for their teeth. According to vets, dental health can be the beginning of major inflammation in your dog's entire body, triggering a host of health issues. So realistically, you should be brushing your dog's teeth every couple of days, but we all know how hard that can be. A lot of these are healthy habits that owners often forget to take into account. So hopefully this video can help you take more care of your dog's life. We're going to talk about the common signs of aging in dogs. As your dog is aging, you may notice that they develop cloudy eyes, or they may start showing signs that they're having trouble seeing. Now, you may not notice it immediately, but this eye cloudiness comes in gradually. And the condition does not affect your dog's vision, although they could be having vision loss independently from that condition as a result of aging. If your dog is losing their vision, you may notice them bumping into things or having trouble locating a toy. These small things could signal big changes down the road. Your dog may also move slower as they age. Their muscles won't be as strong as they once were. Another physical sign of aging is bad breath. Now, we know a dog's breath is never great, but tooth decay and gum disease that comes with old age could make their breath even worse. Unfortunately, dogs' immune systems also weaken as they age, so they aren't able to fight off these conditions as good as they once could. Your elderly dog may also start showing lumps and bumps all over their body. Now, these are often fatty lipomas and are completely normal in older dogs, but you should make sure to have your veterinarian check just to be sure they aren't malignant tumours. Another change you may notice is a reversal in house training. An older dog may go to the bathroom inside or struggle to go to the bathroom at all. These could indicate a urinary tract infection or kidney disease. Even if your dog doesn't have one of these conditions, you should take them to the vet. We can't forget about behavioural and mental changes as well. First, we should highlight that 14 to 35% of dogs over the age of 8 years old develop canine cognitive dysfunction syndrome. Now, this is a condition similar to Alzheimer's diseases in humans. Now, if you find that your dog is acting much differently than they used to, you should consult your veterinarian about this condition. You may notice other differences in your dog, such as fear of people or things that they know, changes in their sleep schedule, restlessness or pacing at nighttime, increased barking, compulsive decision making, forgetting previously known commands, increased anxiety, general confusion, and disorientation and changes in activity level. Mild changes as your dog ages are really normal. However, you should stay in communication with your vet about any marked changes that you might notice. There could be bigger problems going on. So how do you help your dogs live longer? So the first is spay and neuter your dog. Spayed and neutered dogs, or D-sex dogs as it's commonly called, live longer than unspayed or unneutered dogs. So neutered males live 10% longer than unneutered ones, and spayed females will live 17% longer than unspayed ones. So this one simple act of desexing your animal could give you a few more years with your four-legged friend. Now, this is not to mention the behavioural control and the lower costs that come with spayed and neutered pets. It also reduces the rate of pet homelessness and pet illness. Desex female dogs helps eliminate the risk of uterine infection, and desex male dogs helps eliminate the risk of testicular cancer. Let's talk diet and exercise. As I previously mentioned, regular exercise and a healthy diet are important for our furry friends. Just like proper diet and exercise can help us feel good, these things can help your dog feel good too. Your dog should be getting enough exercise based on its breed. You should also be investing in healthy, high quality food, but make sure your dog isn't overeating. Many dogs have trouble regulating how much they're eating. You need to help them by portioning their meals. Obese dogs in the last few years has exploded, and along with it, so too is diabetes in dogs. It's a serious problem. So you should talk with your vet about the right food and the right amount of food for your dog based on their breed, their size, any medical conditions, and their living situation. It's not enough just to pick the cheapest dog food or the prettiest can. There's much more to it that goes into balancing their diet. Obesity will shorten a dog's life. As we've seen, more weight ages dogs faster, so a heavier dog will have a shorter lifespan. And just like in humans, heavier weight can put them at risk of developing conditions like cancer, diabetes, hypertension, and really contribute to pain if they're suffering from arthritis. So it's important to regulate their weight based on their breed. It's also important not to skip the mental exercises. It's just as important as physical exercise. So look for brain games and interactive toys that your dog can play with. And doing these kinds of activities is enjoyable and rewarding mentally. It can also help with memory issues as they age. Regular checkups. Ensure that you're scheduling and taking your dog to regular vet visits. These are important for several reasons. Your veterinarian can make sure that your dog is on the right track, eating the right foods, exercising enough, and so much more. Even better, a veterinarian can help find problems that you may not have even noticed. They can diagnose conditions before they become a really big problem. Now, as we've talked about earlier, brushing your dog's teeth can also really help long term. And all you have to do is look for vet-approved treats that will brush the dog's teeth. These are extremely popular nowadays, but nothing will really replace getting in there with a toothbrush every now and then. Comforting aging dogs. When you begin to notice the first signs of aging, you have control over whether or not your elderly dog is comfortable. And you can keep elderly dogs comfortable with the world's first therapeutic massage dog beds. It can reduce pain and increase the mobility that your dog needs. If you want to get your dog into their very own therapeutic massaging dog cloud bed, make sure to visit the website in the description below. Because with Dog Cloud, you get a 100% guarantee to relieve arthritis and joint pain in 30 days or less, or you get your money back. Well, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. If you did, consider liking this video and subscribing. Also, leave a comment down below telling us what you learned. We're really open to hearing your thoughts. Check out the beds and I'll see you in the next video.